Hey everybody, welcome to Hey Kids, Let's Draw. Today we're gonna do a classic Nintendo Mario mushroom character using our grid paper. As you can see, all these squares are printed on this paper, and we're gonna lay a piece of marker paper over the grid so you can still see the squares. Can you see that? And we're gonna color in the squares just like the old 1980s Nintendo characters. So once again, get your grid paper at any local store, any art supply store, and we're gonna tape our grid paper to the board, and we're gonna take our white paper and tape that on top of our grid paper so it stays in place and it doesn't move easily. We can still see the grid underneath the paper, and we'll move our cool controller there for fun. All right, so let's start with our black. We'll kind of mark out the squares here, starting at the top. Find the center of your page here, and we're gonna do 6 squares. So I'm gonna count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can see my dots there, and I'm just gonna outline those squares. Okay, and that's the top of the mushroom. Now we're gonna go down 1 and over 2 on this side. And we'll color these in black in a minute. We're just gonna get the outline built. So same thing, down 1, over 2, and outline the squares on our grid paper, okay? Over here, we're gonna go down 1, over 1. Trace out those squares, same thing over here. Down 1, over 1. I like to put the dots in place first so I know exactly which squares I'm going to color, because if you just start coloring, you could mess up on the squares and have to start all over because marker doesn't erase, obviously. So we're gonna go down 1, over 1. Same thing, down 1, over 1. Here we go. And we'll trace those 2 squares. That one didn't go out very straight. That's okay. So now we're gonna come down 1, 2. Connect, come down 1, 2. Trace those squares. These are really fun and easy drawings. These pixelated, classic Nintendo game characters, really fun to do. So we'll do a square over there and a square over here. Okay. All right, now we're gonna count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Starting with this square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it should be the same on both sides, okay? And trace those squares. Alrighty, and now we're gonna go over 4. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4. Starting with a square that's already colored. 1, 2, 3, 4. See that? And connect those. Alrighty. Now we're gonna go up 1, and this dot, like I said before, doing the dot first is so helpful. Okay, and now we're just gonna connect this row in black. So I'm gonna just connect all the way over, connect this one all the way over, and we'll color that in black here in a minute. Now let's start over here. We're going to start from this square right here, and we're going to go down 1 to make a dot. Same thing, start from this square and come down 1. There we go. And we're going to go with this square, 2, 3, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Alrighty. And we are going to go over 1 on the end of this row. And we're going to draw a little square here. And down 1, and down from this square, down 1. Okay? And we're going to make this whole entire row connect. All the way over. And this top bar all the way over. Okay? That's pretty much our black. Now we're going to do a couple of these eyes coming down. So we're not going to make dots here, but we're going to count 2 squares. 1, 2, and then drop 1, 2 down. So count over this grid. 1, 2. Okay. So now we have the outline of our mushroom. This will all be black. And now we're going to outline the red. And we will be done. We can fill it in. Okay. So we're going to get a bright red marker. You can use a Sharpie. You can use anything you want. You can use colored pencil. You can use pen, whatever you want, crayon. So let's start from the top. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. Kind of in a square shape here. Okay. And then below that, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4 squares. And trace those. Okay. And now we're going to come over here. So follow this row over and make a dot right in that corner. Follow this row over and make a dot right there. And we're going to come down 2. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Alrighty. And now we're just going to connect this entire row. All the way over. All the way over. I like to keep that guy in the screen. I think it's just cool looking. Alrighty. So come over to this row right here, this row of squares. We're going to go all the way down. Okay. Just down to the black. Down to the black. Same thing. We're going to go over 1. Come down all the way to the black line. See that? Okay. And then we're going to color these in. And we're going to come down here to the bottom now. And we're going to color this in. And this in. See how that works? Okay. So over to this area. Do 1 dot, 2 dots. Trace those. Same thing over here, 1 dot, 2 dot. Trace those. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that should do it. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to color the red in first, and then we'll do the black, and we will have our classic Mario mushroom from the 1980s classic Nintendo 8-bit video game. This is going to look really cool. Fast forward, here we go.